Before time had a name and before creation had a form, there existed only the infinite, unmanifest reality, silent, boundless, and beyond qualities. The Padma Purana describes this primordial state as avyakta, where neither light nor darkness existed, neither motion nor rest. In this stillness rested Lord Vishnu, the supreme consciousness, reclining upon the endless cosmic ocean. When the moment of creation approached, Vishnu willed the universe into existence, not through effort, but through intention alone. From this divine intention emerged Prakriti, primordial nature, the mother substance from which all matter and mind would arise. Yet Prakriti itself was inert, incapable of creation without movement. To awaken Prakriti, Vishnu infused it with three fundamental forces, known as the Gunas. These were not created as beings, but as cosmic tendencies, destined to shape every form of life, every thought, and every action in the universe. Thus were born Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. The first to arise was Sattva, born from clarity and balance. Sattva carried the light of wisdom, harmony, and purity. It illuminated Prakriti, allowing consciousness to reflect clearly, like the sun reflected in still water. Wherever Sattva prevailed, there arose peace, compassion, truth, and knowledge. Next emerged Rajas, the force of motion and desire. Rajas was restless, fiery, and dynamic. It stirred Prakriti into action, driving creation forward. From Rajas came ambition, passion, creativity, and change. Without Rajas, nothing would move, grow, or transform. Last came Tamas, born of inertia and obscurity. Tamas brought heaviness, darkness, and resistance. It gave form stability, allowing matter to solidify and rest. Yet when dominant, Tamas veiled wisdom, giving rise to ignorance, fear, and destruction. Together these three gunas intertwined, none existing independently. The Padma Purana explains that creation itself is the result of their interaction. Sattva providing awareness, Rajas driving action, and Tamas grounding existence into form. From the dominance of Sattva arose the mind and intellect, capable of discrimination and understanding. From Rajas emerged the senses and organs of action, enabling experience and effort. From Tamas came the five gross elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, forming the physical universe. As creation expanded, the gunas expressed themselves through the Trimurti. Vishnu embodied Sattva, preserving balance and harmony. Brahma reflected Rajas, endlessly creating worlds and beings. Shiva manifested Tamas, dissolving creation so it could be renewed once more. The gunas did not stop at shaping gods and elements. They entered every living being. The Padma Purana declares that human nature itself is a battlefield of the gunas. One moment, Sattva lifts the mind toward wisdom. The next, Rajas pulls it into desire, and Tamas drags it into ignorance. In sages and saints, Sattva shines brightly, guiding them toward truth and liberation. In kings and warriors, Rajas dominates, fueling ambition and action. In the lazy, deluded, or destructive, Tamas casts its shadow. Yet no being is purely one guna. All three are always present. Even food, speech, and actions were said to be governed by the gunas. Sattvic food nourishes clarity and peace. Rajasic food fuels restlessness and passion. Tamasic food clouds the mind and dulls awareness. Thus, every choice subtly strengthens one guna over the others. The Padma Purana emphasizes that bondage is caused not by the world, but by attachment to the gunas. When the soul identifies with them, it becomes trapped in karma and rebirth, mistaking temporary qualities for eternal truth. Liberation begins when one recognizes the gunas as forces of nature, not the self. Through devotion, knowledge, and disciplined living, Sattva is cultivated to overcome Rajas and Tamas. But even Sattva, the Purana warns, must eventually be transcended. For beyond the three gunas lies pure consciousness, untouched and eternal. Vishnu himself stands beyond Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, even while governing them. The enlightened soul, too, rises above these forces, becoming a silent witness to their play. Thus, the origin of the three gunas is not merely a tale of creation, but a mirror of human existence. The same forces that shape the universe continue to shape every thought, every action, and every destiny. To understand the gunas is to understand life itself, and to rise beyond them is to return to the source from which all creation began. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mythology Medley. Click the bell icon for more such amazing mythological content.